Today, the Father has communicated to us that He is concerned with the things that are important to you, and that He will protect those individuals whose requirements and circumstances are on your mind. According to the Father, I am moving in order to restore, renew, and bring about healing. Currently, I am reorganizing and rebooting myself. The invigorating breeze of my spirit is blowing right through your life and through the lives of others in order to bring about transformation. Prepare yourself for change as the old is allowed to fall away and the fetters are removed from your feet as well as the feet of others. It will be a walk of renewed freedom for you, and you will not be alone because many people who you have prayed for and focused your attention on will walk with you. Due to the fact that I am worried about the things that are of concern to you, I am coming to visitation in order to fulfill the need and bring about the change that you have been pleading for. During this day, the Father instructs you to put the trumpet in your mouth. Jubilation and acclaim are words that might be used to describe you. I have brought joy into your life, and the adversary will not be able to take away the very same joy that I have brought into your life at this very now in even greater proportions. In the same way that you have blessed other people, I am blessing you and bringing about a transformation in your life. You are someone who blesses others. I am in the process of reshaping your life, and the new life will be difficult to distinguish from the old one in terms of the amount of abundance and blessing that I am bestowing upon you at this moment. You will know a new strength that comes along with this joy, and you will experience for yourself that the joy of the Lord is your strength. The greatest transformation comes from within, and you will go through this experience personally. You are going to be brimming with vigor and vitality, and even an effervescence of my spirit, and your thirst is going to be satiated with my new wine. According to the Father, it is a new day, and it is also a new season, therefore, you should put on your dancing shoes and get ready for a Holy Ghost celebration to begin, as the Father has stated. This day, the Father has revealed to you that I am transferring you to a new location in both your life and in my kingdom. In the future, things will not be the same as they have been in the past. It is happening that I am moving, and when there is movement, things can sometimes become jarring. Do you feel prepared to experience joy, peace, and righteousness? As Paul stated in Acts 14 verse 22, the only way to enter the kingdom is by going through a great deal of tribulation, which is another way of saying pressure. This is what my kingdom is made up of. Entering into time is what this is. This marks a significant turning point in the history of your marriage and your family. It will no longer be acceptable to maintain the status quo and maintain détente, even in matters pertaining to spiritual matters. This is the sword that Jesus talked of, and it is not going to cut off or destroy anything, rather, it is going to liberate and renew. Put the sword in your mouth and look at it. I am urging you to be a truth teller, however, you must do it with love and focus on the need rather than the problem when you do so. In the same manner, speak to the king that resides within your husband or wife, or any member of your family, and invite them up to their higher destiny by affirming them and, yes, by praising them. I have not ordained you to walk in fracture, but rather to have a tiny bit of heaven, to go to heaven in, listen to my voice and deny being astounded. I have ordained you to walk in fracture. You are about to have an experience that will come as a sudden surprise, so continue to believe and obey. This day, the Father has informed me that it is time for a tune-up. I am folding up that portion of your personal map, the map of your own life that is no longer required. I am folding it up. You have stayed in this mountain for a lengthy period of time. You have emerged from the difficult situation, and the path that lies ahead of you will be rather tumultuous, but I have fortified you in preparation for the change that will take place in the days that are to come, which will start practically immediately. Rather of being detrimental, change is actually advantageous. Prepare yourself for the upcoming shift. As Elijah did when he confronted the prophets of Baal, you should likewise get ready for confrontation in some measure. The spirit of control that is exerting itself via some individuals in your life is going to be brought to light and eventually ejected. I will bless those who bless you, says the Father, and as they yield to what I say about you, they will learn through experience that it is best for them to keep their opinions to themselves. According to the Father, I am intervening in your life. This is a new season for you, a season of fruitfulness and launching, as well as new projects and horizons that will pay off significantly in your life. Your blessing time has arrived, and these are the new seasons that you are entering. Today, the Father has spoken to me that I am going to send a shaking into the life of your loved one. It is during the night that I will begin to disturb them with dreams, and it is during the night that the angel of the Lord will shake them up throughout the night. I have a purpose and a plan, says the Father, and it is not something that will be denied or reversed in their life. Because there are callings upon their lives that they do not comprehend and have not been willing to look at in a straightforward manner, but I am bringing them back. I am going to remind them of those prayers and feelings that they had when they were younger and bring them back to the forefront of their minds and emotions. I am taking them back to those early moments when they were still young and vulnerable. Because of the new season of sensitivity, people are going to believe that they could require medication. It is possible that they are going through something chemical, but the Father says that it is not a physical condition. Instead, it is my Spirit operating upon their life and increasing the pressure to draw them to me. This is not the enemy, rather, it is me who is attempting to capture their attention. There are certain things that will experience setbacks and declines, and this is not the adversary. You are in the secret place of the Most High, and even if 1,000 fall at your right hand and 10,000 fall at your left, it will not get near you, says the Father. The doom and gloomers have heard some things, but know this, you are present in the place where the Most High is hidden. In today's message, the Father says, I am cleansing you with the astringent of my word. As the Gadarene used to do among the tombs, you will no longer be cutting yourself with stones. I have not called you to a tomb, rather, I have called you to a life that is beyond your wildest dreams. Have mercy on yourself. Have mercy on me. As a result of the word that I have spoken to you, your sins have been forgiven and remitted, and you are now clean. When you open your eyes, you should not see the transgressions that have occurred in the past, rather, you should view forgiveness and cleaning as your gift. I am pouring the oil and wine of healing, cleansing, and deliverance upon you. I am providing you with these things. Destroy the idols that the adversary would put in front of you and cleanse your heart and eye gate from the pollution they contain. You are not the source of my anger, and I am not in the least bit disappointed by you. The Father says, I see your heart, and as you apply yourself, I will walk you out of the prison house of the enemy and into a new liberty and freedom that is beyond anything you have ever imagined in your life. I see your heart. The Father has communicated to me today that I am addressing you. You are being called out in your call to move, hear, and share my voice in a different way. I am calling you out. The imitation of others or the attempt to sound like someone else is not something that should be done. I am bringing about a one-of-a-kind experience in your life, and it is precisely through this one-of-a-kind method that your gifts will be revealed. Through your dreams, I am communicating with you, and through your visions, I am revealing myself to you. Keep your eyes open. Make it a point to tell your eyes to see and your ears to listen. During this season, you will hear my sound, says the Father, and it will not sound like the sound of someone else. I will give you your own voice in my spirit that is completely distinct. Would you be willing to say that I am the one? Therefore, be aware that I have come to you so that you may have life and life more abundantly, and that is the kind of life that I want you to plant in the lives of other people. Be the sweet fountain full of life and bring life to others in a way that will launch your gifts and cause you to be taken before kings and potentates for my name. put aside the pessimistic mindset of sin and death and become the sweet fountain full of life. It is a period of great excitement for you in your life, according to the Father. This ship of your life has not been launched into the ocean without my direction and guidance to guide it. My presence is with you, and I promise that I will never abandon you. Although it could appear that I am dozing off at the bow of your boat, my lover, you are about to encounter an experience that can be described as suddenly at land. Not only am I moving, but I am also rearranging and directing your life in preparation for a new assignment. The new is coming, and the old is going to be replaced by the new. You must be willing to adapt. Be willing to let go of the erroneous obligation and to move into a new purpose, for the Father teaches that new provision comes with a new purpose. Would you be willing to accept a response right now? Thank you. At this very moment, the time has come to move into the present that you have. There is no longer any waiting, wondering, or watching that is going to take place. You have been the target of ridicule from other people, but I will put an end to those who have made fun of you. According to your God, I will put an end to those who insult you by bestowing upon your life the full benefit and blessing of my goodness. I will do this in such a way that even your adversaries will be unable to refute the goodness with which I have pulled you out and set you on the rock of my faithfulness. The Father has informed me today that your vision, even your spiritual vision, is not the same as it was in the past, but I will explain why this is the case. During the night seasons, I have communicated with you, and I have engraved some instructions that are quite straightforward within your heart space. My first witness is the command that will be carried out in your life by heaven. Hear what the first witness has to say. The second witness is the enemy's attempt to mislead the witness. Get yourself ready for the new conditions and the engagement. You are now dealing with significant problems in your life that are on the verge of becoming insignificant footnotes. Despite the fact that you may have the impression that you have been pushed to the side or marginalized, the Father assures you that I have always maintained you at the very center of my attention and investigation. Several bits of knowledge are coming together at the same time, and they will lead you in a direction that you did not anticipate. It is important to be ready to listen to your soul even when your mind is going through a tilt like a pinball machine. Even when it seems as though you are wearing blinders on your eyes, my comprehension will guide you in the right direction. In addition to the supplies that will be available, there will also be doors that have been closed in the past for your own safety. While you are working with me to seek the enduring truths of my word and implementing them, I am working with you to act boldly on the Rhema word that I am releasing in your life today. I am working with you, declares the Father. The Father has spoken to you today, saying, I am bringing you out. In many ways, your life has been like wandering in the wilderness during this season, but that is about to change. The walls that have prevented you from taking advantage of opportunities are going to be broken down now that you are Joshua at Jericho. I have been the water that comes from the rock and the manna that comes every morning. In addition to closing off processes of desertion and denial that will no longer work against you in any manner, I am opening doors that no man can close as well. There is a new opportunity available to you. There is a new opportunity that is about to present itself, and you are going to have not just one but many opportunities moving in your direction. I will cause your dreams, including the aspirations that are deepest in your heart, to become suddenly from heaven that will reorganize your entire life for my blessing, says the Father. If you go out and sow your life out into the purpose of the kingdom, I will cause your dreams to become suddenly from heaven. It is time for you to begin the process of reconstruction, according to the Father. Your dreams and visions, which have been weakened by the passage of time and by coincidental events, are being reconstructed by me. Despite the fact that there are dreams and visions that do not appear to have materialized, I hear the Father remark that you did not misunderstand what I said. According to the Father, I am prepared to bring about in your life the things that you have pleaded with me to bring about. In most cases, I will respond with a yes, says the Father. I want you to realize that you are no longer waiting on me, but rather that I am waiting on you. Let your yes join together with its counterpart, my yes. I am keeping the door of favor open for you to enter your portion of the ministry role. Think about the expansion, the benefit, and the blessing. It is the Father who encourages you to reach out to places you have never gone before. Prepare yourself for the fact that I will be there waiting for you and expanding your steps as you make your contribution. Time to go for a walk on the water. I am here with you, and I promise that I will never abandon you or withdraw from your presence. You are a letter that is known and read by all men, and you have words within you that are meant to be written down, distributed, and shared with others for the purpose of enhancing their lives to a considerable extent. There will be a reduction in distractions and their elimination. Your life will be freed from the interference of major diversions. It is possible that other people would perceive you as reckless. Nevertheless, you are not irresponsible, rather, you are focused on having my kingdom enter into your life in a significant way. When you approach that kingdom with an open mind and an open heart, the Father promises that a new season of fruitfulness and launching will open up for you. Today, the Father instructs you to come to expect luxury from my hand as your default expectation. I am surrounded by luxury and opulence that is beyond description, and I sit on a throne that is encircled by streets decorated with gold. Put your trust in something that I alone am able to bring about. When it comes to bringing heaven down to earth, the Father responds, I am moving in your life. When it comes to your life, I am drawing inspiration from the blueprint of my kingdom come and my will be done. For I am not a God of need, rather, I am a God of prosperity. It is the enemy of your soul to worship the deity of poverty. Know that I did not come up with the concept of debt. I am the one who provides for you, and I am the one who frees you from the bounds of debt. Every aspect of your life is something that I am deeply invested in. Not only are my thoughts about you more than the sands of the ocean, but they are also greater than the stars in the heavens. You have arrived on the borders of a new city, and I am currently on the process of establishing new links for the purpose of the kingdom. Your life are going to be permanently altered by the promotion that I bring. A come up higher time has been reached. I am bringing you out of a multitude of seas and placing you as a guiding light into the faithfulness of my presence. Your testimony will have an impact on a great number of people's lives, and some of them will even come to kneel at your feet because they see the favor of God working in you and they are so desperate to have it for themselves for the same reason. In the course of the gospel of home salvation taking hold, members of your family will start to perceive you in a different light. You are the blessed of your Father, and the time has come for you to receive your blessing. In today's message, the Father tells you that your gift is making room for you. I have not abandoned you without the opportunity to succeed and the gifts that you possess. Before you were ever born, I gave you a number of gifts, talents, and abilities that are completely specific to you. These are all things that you possess. There is no point in trying to imitate the actions of other people. It is possible that the achievements of others will serve as a source of inspiration and motivation for you, but the key to blessing is to recognize and accept the unique gifts that I have brought to you. To be honest, you are not nearly as capable as you give yourself credit for believing you are. The Father and I did not leave any defects or flaws behind when we made you, says the Father. Your creation is flawless and amazing in every way. Stay resolute. Have faith in the person that I have created you to be. Rely on the things that I have made possible for you to achieve. I want you to know that I will be working with you. There will be times when it may appear that all of your tireless efforts are in vain. At times, you will feel a great deal of discouragement because of your humble beginnings. Don't view these seasons with contempt. You will have the most profound encounters with miracles in the most insignificant of things. At this moment, you must take a stand in front of your giant and throw the stones of your faith at the head of Goliath. I will take your inadequate efforts and impart acceleration that is on par with the speed of God to them. I am going to make the most of the little resources that you provide to me in order to accomplish something incredible. This is your share, and this is my promise. Therefore, get up and shake yourself. This is your portion. Gather all of your finest efforts and resources, and then put them to use in order to meet your most pressing desires. In the event that things work out in your favor, I will make up the difference, and your heart will be filled with great joy as a result. Today, the Father reveals that even in this very moment, change is not only conceivable but also available. You are no longer going to be a person who pines and longs for one day, or someday. Now is the time for someday. The time has come for one day. Make it your mission to take action. Instead of giving in to anything less than my highest and best blessing, do what you can with what you have and refuse to give in to this. The solution is no longer a compromise. When dealing with the devil, you cannot compromise. Make changes to the things that you are able to change, and look for the breakthrough that my involvement can bring about in the areas that are beyond your control and that you are unable to change. It is now time to enter the building. According to the Father, this is your moment of arrival in time. It is necessary to have a separation between what you believe you are capable of doing to change things and what I am the only one who is capable of bringing about in order to enter into my promises. For the purpose of this discussion, the concept of going into rest does not refer to giving up or resigning oneself. Entering into rest for you, beloved, is about discharging with abandon the tasks that you are capable of obeying me in, and then anticipating with immediacy and urgency that I can and will step up to your challenge and close the gap between your faith and the manifestation of what you are believing for. Today is the day when you will bring the stuff into existence.